Hello, my name is Kingsies, and I'm an introspective ambient poet, writer, author, filmmaker, director, and creative in general. So I wanted to talk about today how chasing virality and just like notoriety, the grind, if you will, is so dehumanizing, not just to you, but to the people who you want to be your followers or the people that already follow you. Um, and to just give some background, I would say I'm an artist, like I'm a writer. I write lots of poetry. I'm currently writing a novel right now. And, I make short films. I'm always making something with my brain, with my creative talents, and just putting it out in the world. And it has been a struggle. It has been a struggle, to say the least. Um, like posting poetry online, I know a lot of people say that it's hard for them because, like, oh, they're worried that people might not like it. Um, and I felt that too, but I've gotten past that, and I just did it, and I've progressively gotten better at it. But the thing is like, when you look at the people that you have to compete against, right? Like, I don't know if you ever heard of like Insta poetry, but it's like this very digestible, relatable form of poetry where it's kind of like surface level. You don't have to think about what they're saying. Um, it's like very applicable, so like anybody could hear it and be like, "Oh my gosh, like that just spoke to me." I guess that's just it being relatable. Um, but I'm not trying to make this sound like a glaze or like a "oh, I'm just so good" kind of thing. But I tend to write poetry that you do have to think about, that it might not be as obvious to you on the first listen. You might have to look up a word or something, because I really do like words. I consider myself a logophile as well. But competing against that is just so tiring. And it's honestly caused me to change myself, like change the way that I write. I tried to chase that like relatable, digestible, same short form kind of poetry that was mainstream, and it didn't work really for me. It made me lose my voice and just who I was in general. But the reason I say it's dehumanizing, it's because it kind of turned me into a machine where I'm constantly trying to be seen. I'm constantly looking at these numbers and these likes and these comments and shares, and I don't really process the fact that those are real people. And, I just kind of focus on like, oh, well, it's not as many as I think it should be or as that I feel it should be. It gets really hard when people like say to me, especially on TikTok, it's like, wow, this should be more viral. Or like, wow, this is amazing. Like, where's the crowd at? And it's like, I don't know. Where is the crowd at? But it's like I have an idea, right? Like the algorithm is gonna always prefer, the poetry that's the most relatable, that's the most digestible, or even just like the short film, right? Um, the short film that contains like the most relatable and digestible qualities. But that's not to say that there aren't great poets out there or great cinematographers. I've seen amazing cinematographers on TikTok and Instagram, like people that I'm like, yeah, like you definitely deserve to be where you are right now. Um, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm throwing around like, oh, you don't deserve to be like, seen or like whatever. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just quite literally saying it how it is, right? Like, this is how the algorithm works. This is a playing field. This is the digital medium that I put myself into. And it just gets tiring. It just gets tiring trying to compete with the algorithm, really, because it's not even like the people. Like, sometimes, you know, just who you are in general is favored by the algorithm, which gets your content pushed out and stuff. But when you're not, it's just like, damn, like it's just too much. Um, it just makes me not think of the people that do enjoy my content, that do view my video, whether they interact with it or not. It makes me just not think of them as people really. And it's like I'm so focused on like, okay, like how can I optimize this? Because I've never been one to just not try to self improve. I'm all for self improvement, especially when it comes to, creating content online and art in general. It's like I want to do better. I want to try new shots. I want to, write about different things. But it turned me into this machine that's constantly evaluating itself and like data, kind of like how AI does, where it's just like sucking in all this data and then just trying to, draw conclusions from it and then become better or like strive to perfection. And I don't want to be that. It's like I lost my way and why I'm even doing this in general. Because when I first started, I I wanted to vent about the human condition and how heavy it is for me, especially when I was dealing with my heartbreak. And now it just evolved into this thing of like, oh, like I want to go viral. I want people to really devour my content. I want people to give me that validation that I am a good creator, that I am a good poet, that I am a good filmmaker. And even if it's just a couple people that does give me that validation, I need to be like thousands. I need to be like everybody else in the field that I'm in. And it just sucks. And I'm not like asking for like a pity party or something, because this is all self-inflicted. I didn't have to start uploading online. That was a choice that I made. um, I'm just tired, I guess. It's just tired constantly trying to prove yourself to yourself and everybody else, and a damn algorithm, a machine that doesn't even see me as a person. I guess it's just one of those things where you have to let go of it. Let go of hoping to go viral. Let go of the notoriety that you chase. Let go of the need for external validation, the need to prove yourself to anyone. It's just hard. And one of my main drivers now, at least, is I don't want to work until I die. I don't want a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. And it's so bad that I've gotten the 9 to 5. I got the job that they said that you should have after you go to college, a corporate job, making good money and all that. And I haven't even started it yet. And the fear and the dread had set in. And it set in a while ago because I interned at this job. But it's like I celebrated everything. I celebrated getting hired full time. I celebrated graduating. It was all short lived, and I honestly should have celebrated longer and harder. But it's just the way that I'm wired. It's just constant survival mode, constant trying to build a safety net, trying to not become the person that I don't want to be. I don't want to live the life of a cog in the machine, not even temporarily. But I will, I will live it temporarily because I don't have anything else, going for me right now. I can't make money from what I'm doing online, and it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to give up. it's just hard to keep going. So many people have told me to keep going, even myself. In my books, I literally wrote to myself, keep going, because I already know that this is going to happen. Exactly what's happening right now, I already predicted it to happen. So, this is just like a venting session, just like a rant. I don't have anything clever to say. I don't really have any advice to give you. I'm still trying. I'm still out here, and I just hope I don't die with my dreams. That's my biggest fear. And maybe my dreams have already come true. Maybe this is it. I share my art with the world, even if it's just 5 people that enjoy it. I'm so grateful to them. Even if I don't realize it, I know I am. Um, but I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be better. I just need time, I guess. So, that's it for me. I'm out.